sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, it's wild card weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Fields on first down. Steps away to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 38, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Fields on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Runs through the contact.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 44, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Fields. Being chased out left. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now a first down throw. Fields. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs. There's no doubt that 2nd and 1 is a time when teams like to take a big shot downfield and try and pick up a big play. In this case, they're content running just the quarterback sneak and getting exactly what they wanted, a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Buying time to his left. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play action. It's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Chris Godwin, 25 yards for the touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A give to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, Not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Elliott running right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a running play here with Lamb. Good footwork at the 30. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get him the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Fields. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Toss play, Cohen, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now Fields. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Evan Ingram, 46 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On third down, it's Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Meanwhile, Fields' throw caught by Bird here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Fields. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the 50, here's Fields. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their time.